And a very good day, everybody, or good evening. It is right now Monday, July 27th, 2026, 6:11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and we have a thunderstorm that is approaching the area here. And just to show you guys what's happening here, so this, of course, is in Montreal, Canada. We're in the Saint-Henri sector of the city, and this is facing towards the west. This is facing towards the south. This is, of course, the east, which I'm panning around to now. And this here is towards the north. So there you see a panoramic shot of everything around us. And this, of course, is what we're focusing on right here, as well as one that's sort of right here as well. So we are supposed to be getting some thunderstorms tonight into tomorrow, and it looks like it's living up to its word. And check that out, it is beautiful. We got the winds that are picking up right now as well. Winds are coming from, I'd say, the east. And we did get some lightning activity earlier when I was filming a train going by. And when you see clouds like this, if you look in the distance, see how they're hanging down, that's called scud clouds, more or less. But those can turn into funnel clouds, which can turn into tornadoes. And every thunderstorm, regardless of how severe it is or whatnot, always has sort of some ability to form a tornado, even if it's a small chance. I mean, I'm talking about like severe thunderstorms and whatnot. You'll always see when they issue a severe thunderstorm warning, it's often noted that, you know, be careful, thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms can produce tornadoes. But sometimes it can be a much higher chance than others. And they'll add an additional note that this storm is capable of producing tornadoes, and they'll give you sort of a tornado watch or something to go along with it. Like, for example, on the 21st, we recently had some storms that went through the area, and 2 tornadoes touched down, not in the Montreal area, but around the Montreal area. Can't remember if it was the Laurentians or Montérégie. But yeah, you know, severe thunderstorms in general can always produce a tornado. But sometimes certain severe thunderstorms obviously can have a higher chance of producing a tornado than others. So there's always a chance. So keeping an eye here on the skies, keeping an eye here on the ground. I'm using a DJI 4K gimbal to film this. I'm hearing the thunder coming from around here, so maybe we'll get some lightning activity if I focus on this area. Now, if this was nighttime, you'd have a better chance of seeing the lightning if it was darker out. Now the rain is starting to move in. Now, mind you, we don't have a severe thunderstorm warning or watch, so this might just be a regular thunderstorm or thunder shower even. But either way, it's always worth filming because you never know what's going to happen. A lot of dust and debris flying around right now as well, which is a bit irritating. We got some thunder. You can see the heavy precipitation down there, sort of in the distance. If you look carefully, I'll zoom in. We got some heavier precipitation down there. You can see the winds picking up as well. So I'm going to start going towards a place where I can take shelter, which is always a good idea. You know, when I'm filming these sort of things, to plan ahead It's not so much me getting wet, it's the gimbal and the phone. Alright, we'll make our way towards some potential shelter here. But yeah, it's always beautiful to see. Oh, just missed a big lightning strike here. Just missed it, saw it in the corner of my eye. Alright, so what we'll do, guys, we're going to go find some shelter here because, like I said, the gimbal doesn't like water. But we'll film from over here under this little tent structure where the stairs are here. We can watch the storm from here. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Trying to find a spot here where the wind isn't pushing the rain that much against my device here. So this is one of a few storms that we might get in the coming 48 hours or so. I know tomorrow, Tuesday, we're expecting some as well. What I'm hoping for right now is that lightning activity that we saw, even though it's limited. Hopefully the storm cloud's going to pass over us and it'll increase the chance of some lightning activity here. Because that's what we always want, right, in these types of videos. So let's just enjoy the storm here for a few minutes on its own without commentary. Enjoy. Oh, I wonder if that plane did a missed approach or if he was taking off. That's interesting to see. Have to check the radar app after flight radar. Of course, whenever there's storms, usually the flight activity gets affected, and the flight paths are all mixed up. Makes for some interesting aviation footage sometimes. Yeah, so we'll see what other weather or storms nature has in store for us later tonight, because there could be more. Like I said, there is a higher risk of thunderstorms going into all the way tomorrow night. So between now and into tomorrow night, could get a couple of good storms. So this one I wouldn't classify as a severe thunderstorm, obviously. We didn't even get a severe thunderstorm warning or watch, but obviously it was still a thunderstorm, and it was worth watching it approach. Haven't heard any thunder activity since that lightning strike that was close to us. It looks like the rain is starting to dissipate. So you can sort of see that storm cloud right above us. That was the one that was coming in from the north. So this is probably just a cell. It's a small little storm. But there's probably a few of these in the area right now. I wouldn't be surprised if, like I said, we'll get more of these. Great channel for watching storms in the Montreal area is Rain1290. He's Travis. He's a meteorologist, lives on the West Island, I think in Pierrefond. Has some great storm footage on his channel, and always gives amazing analysis about the storms and explains weather phenomenon, and not just thunderstorms, but winter storms and all kinds of cool stuff. Oh, we got a Via Rail train here. I think I'll wrap the video up here maybe in a couple of minutes. So it's funny, sometimes I don't go out to get videos, but sometimes the videos find you. There's a Via Rail train going slow. Not sure if thunderstorm activity affects the speed of the trains. Be a good question to ask the train community, if this type of weather causes the trains to slow down, or if there's speed limits put in place. I know during snowstorms and freezing weather, sometimes they do that, and also if it's really hot, they put speed restrictions as well. Look at the precipitation in the distance. It's really coming down. We were able to see a little bit further a moment ago. Look at that, now we can't see anything. Oh yeah, looks like we got a second little cluster here coming through. Maybe a secondary cell. I'm just going to zoom in here and show you guys those trees blowing around. We got some more precipitation, increased precipitation happening again here. Still would be nice to get a couple more lightning strikes here, but I can't see behind me obviously because of where I am, so I don't know what the clouds or sky looks like to the north. Yeah, so this type of rain right now you're seeing, this is the kind that causes flooding in Montreal on the streets, not the river per se. Obviously if the river level's high, it's going to increase the chance of flooding, but I'm talking about water pooling on the streets, sewers backing up, garages, basements getting flooded. It's becoming a major problem here in Montreal, especially areas where it's sort of, how can I explain it? Sort of like a bowl, or you know, the water pools easily. There's certain areas of certain neighborhoods that do that. And you can kind of get an idea here if you want to visualize it. So here, look at this. This is kind of cool to see. So imagine, you know, you're on a street and this is somebody's driveway and the garage is there, and let's say the drain is clogged. That's all going to be going into that garage and basement. Now here we have a storm gutter. This is kind of cool here. See that? We have a big storm gutter there. But if that wasn't there, imagine all that water would be going right into that building. Oh, we got a rainbow. There we go. We got a rainbow, guys. And that's pretty much a guarantee as well after you get these types of storms. Let's try to zoom in here a bit. There's our rainbow. So I was glad to film this little storm here. See if we can get more of it here. Nah, I can't really see much. But, you know, as I mentioned, and it's just common sense, you know, climate change and all that, and everything out of whack, you know, thanks to us humans, you know, to say the least, we're going to get more of these and they're going to become more frequent, more intense. And, you know, it is what it is. This is the result of, you know, the way we are. And, you know, the science speaks for itself. Can't argue with science, can't argue with facts. And you just have to see for yourself how flooding is increasing and these big rain events are increasing, and they're becoming heavier too with each year, it seems. These downpours. But anyways, it is what it is. You know, we just have to adapt, I guess. See if we get any more lightning activity. Maybe we could see some lightning activity here at the tail end of this. So I think that's pretty much it for at least this storm cluster. Yeah, that's about it, I think. Alright, well look guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. And as always, if you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bells. It's always nice to see these little storms here and try to document them and preserve sort of a record of history. So there you go. Maybe we'll get a real good one soon. It's been a while since I really filmed a really intense thunderstorm. I'm waiting for one again. So we're getting a lot of rain events and downpours and that sort of thing, but I want to see a good light show here. All right. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. More videos to come.